What's up, Wolfpack? Today I'm bringing a slightly different review than what the channel normally does. I'm actually going to be doing my first video game review, and it's going to be of Little Nightmares. This was released literally a few days ago, I think 4 days ago, by the time I'm taping this. It was the 28th specifically of April, and it was one of those cases where for some reason, I can't explain why, I myself was really hyped for it. Really can't explain why. You know, it's not like it's a continued another game in a continued beloved franchise or something like that. Like if Resident Evil, like when Resident Evil 7 came out in January, I was all about that because I love Resident Evil. This, though, on the other hand, it's just a new game, a new horror game specifically, a different type of experience. It shares similar traits to that of like Limbo and Inside that many people know and love. But, yeah, like I said though, I just can't explain it, but for some reason I was really excited to get this, and as far as I'm concerned, unless you pre-order or whatever, which even still then, there's only either a digital version or this like super duper awesome 6th edition. That's a little figurine on the inside, a little 10 centimeters I think, but yeah, just this cool box. And that shows on the side right there the stuff you can get. But yeah, you get this cool collector's box if you get the physical copy. You got that figurine inside that I already pointed out. And you also get a thing of stickers, a poster, and the soundtrack to the game. It's all pretty cool. I mean, I'll even show you the stickers and the poster real quick. Here's the stickers. And then the poster, it's about, actually not even sure what the dimension of this would be. But, yeah, but here's the poster, if you can get a good look at that. Hopefully the lighting isn't too stupid. But, yeah. Oh, yeah, and then here's what the discs look like. This is the soundtrack, and this is the main game. So, yeah. Now, there wasn't much known about this game going into it. Like, there was gameplay footage that you'd find online, just like any other game. But as far as, like, what it's about, what's going on, there was nothing. And that's where it especially shares the similar traits to Limbo and Inside, because even though there's this thing that's literally going on, there's no actual story being told. No obvious one, that is. Like, it's up to you as the player to interpret what you just went through, what you saw, what you experienced, and you know, take all that and try to figure it out on your own what the hell just happened and what this world is about. The little character in the yellow raincoat, its name is Six. I think it'd be cool if it was, everybody assumes it's a she, so I'm gonna call it a her. At the beginning, everyone assumes that she's, at least I think everybody assumes, that she's like somehow captured or trapped, something along that, you know, vein of, you know, fucked up. And that you're having to escape this thing that you're in. Apparently it's called the Maw, M-A-W, Maw. Not like mall. But yeah, the Maw. And so the whole game is appearing to be about escaping it. And there's 5 chapters. Each one is visually scary as hell. I myself didn't get all like panicky, kind of scared and whatnot. You know, because this isn't an in-your-face horror game. But what it does do is create a sense of dread through the atmosphere with, you know, the music and the art style that's done. It's very uncomfortable. For sure, especially on the first playthrough, since that's the, you know, fresh, blind experience. I've been it a few times now, and I go through it like nothing. You know, because I'm used to it already. But that first experience, though, for sure, was a very uncomfortable one. And in a video game, in a horror video game, that's good. They did that very successfully. Tarsier Studios, for those of you who are curious who the developers are. And it was published by Bandai Namco. I should have said that at the beginning, but I'm letting you know now. As you're playing throughout it, the creatures, beings, whatever the hell they are, that you end up facing, or having to survive, rather, are really good on the design. They're really disgusting looking, and that's what they were going for. It was horrible looking. Horrible in a good way. because of the type of setting that this game is. They were creepy as hell, and the hide and seek of it was very creative. Because unlike games like Outlast or Alien Isolation or some other games where hide and seek is a strong component, in those games you're afraid because you don't know where the enemy is, and so you keep an eye out. In that case, in Little Nightmares, you know where everything's at because of how the camera is done. You know where everything's at, but what makes you nervous while playing is whether or not they know where you're at some point. And when they do, the music gets pretty cool, and they make these creepy noises when they spot you and they start chasing you. And it's those moments where it's mostly from my first playthrough. The actual being chased was probably the most panic-inducing. At least the closest it came for me. Because you're not wanting to get caught. And it has a final boss fight that it took me by surprise. It works for the game that it is. But at the first playthrough, when I did it, I was slightly pissed off. Not in the sense that it was bad and it full-on disappointed me or something like that. It was more in the sense that I wanted more. I was like, this better not be the end of the game. But it does work for what it is. Now that I've played it a few times and have been able to further digest the game, digest the fight, and along with what happens after, it does work. I guess I was mainly just shocked at how quick the game was. I mean, I didn't expect it to be extremely long or anything because of the type of game it is. But it just took me by surprise that that all of a sudden was the ending. Now I'm not going to go into my personal interpretation of the story and the world and what's going on. I might do that in another video. I might dedicate another video to doing that. But this was a really good game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I'm still enjoying it. I'm trying to trophy on. I need one final trophy, and it's a freaking annoyance to get. But it's a very fun game though. I do highly recommend it though, especially if you're a fan of horror games. If you're a fan of Limbo and or Inside, you'd probably get a lot of enjoyment from this too. Just because of the similar traits it does share with them. Completely different games. They are. Different experiences. But they have similar traits to them. Now for the rating, when it comes to the games, unlike movies and shows, I am going to be doing a traditional numbered system. And personally, I'm going to be doing an out of 10 instead of an out of 5 or something. So on the out of 10 system, for me, I'm giving it a solid 9. It's got some minor annoyances to it that they in themselves are very minor, but they happen frequently. And it's a few of them that happen frequently, and because of that, you got these moments where you just get really pissed off at the game because of how annoying those are. Again though, minor things, nothing to really destroy an experience about, honestly. But a solid 9 out of 10 for me. Let me know though if you've played Little Nightmares and what your personal experience and opinion is about this game. Because I thoroughly enjoyed it and love it. Some of you may not, some of you might also. But let me know your thoughts about the game though. And let me know if you're interested in wanting to play it even. If you haven't gotten it, but you want to play it, let me know. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. A thumbs up if you like the game if you have it. Thumbs up if you are curious about the game. Share this video around, spread the word, spread the love. This is a really cool game. This needs to get a wider audience from what I have the impression that it has. There's a good number of people who have gotten it. But I feel like it's not quite noticed yet by the populace. So definitely spread the word though. Let people know about this game. Whether it's through my video, somebody else's video, or just flat out word of mouth. Try and spread the word. Subscribe to the channel. I'd really appreciate it. Join my wolf pack. There's plenty of room in my den. And I keep forgetting to mention this in previous videos, but if you could, click the bell icon. That thing is annoying, but it's necessary if you want updates on any YouTuber's videos from their channel. But it is what it is. But definitely click that bell icon if you want to subscribe. It would really be a helpful thing for me if you guys want to watch my videos, and it'd be helpful for you if you want to watch my videos too. Until the next thing I put up, you guys take it easy.